Welcome in. Hello, everyone. This is Amy of AJC Magic TV. I welcome you into the stream today. I know there's a lot going on. I know Tracy Glenn is still live building his Lego. Also, I know Tim Pruitt um, is going live building his Lego set of the Saturn V5. It looks pretty cool. Be something pretty cool to go and get. I'm just going to show you a couple of Lego haul items. Hello, James Ryan. Thank you for joining. Um, so, um, so I welcome you in. Thank you. I'm going to show a couple of Lego hauls that I picked up items. Welcome in, Daniel of Disinfinity. Thank you for joining. And then we'll play some trivia. It's been like a long day of trying to get home from work and do various things, but I do welcome you in and I thank you for joining because like I said, I know Tim Pruitt is going live with his Saturn V Lego. I know Tracy and him are still live from their um, Lego stream. Welcome in, it's Jolie's World. Thank you for joining. I know it's also dinner time and everything. Probably what I'm going to do is put it out there if start coming up with maybe inviting guests. So if you think you might be interested in joining me someday on stream, we can talk about your hometown. We can talk about Disney, your favorite rides and everything. Just give me a DM, direct message me on Instagram. I do have Twitter also, if that works for you. But and I'll also contact different people. But if you think you might be interested, let me know. Because it would be great to have some people. I know sometimes I think about inviting some people. Welcome in, Russ. Thank you for joining. But I'll show the two newest pieces that I actually have a couple of Lego sets that need to start getting built and just haven't been procrastinating. I have an elf clubhouse from Christmas. We had planned to take that back, but I can't seem to find the receipt. So I guess we'll just put it on the shelf and start building it sometime in November next year. And then I also have a couple little sets that came free with various sets, but I also have the Sesame Street block, the Sesame Street set of the apartment building and characters and everything. I'm actually not going to be building Lego, but I was just going to show a couple new Lego stuff that I had gotten. Yeah, Christmas in July. That's true, Russ. But then a couple of new things that I've been kind of interested in after watching several streams. One of the people that I watch a lot for Lego stream, and it's Tom does Disney, but he has a channel called Bricks, I believe it is. I usually will go on it when I see him live, and he's built various sets. The latest one that I've seen him built was the Coliseum, which was like a ton of boxes and stuff. And I'm not even sure if he's finished with building that. But I picked up the architecture, a couple sets of the architecture Lego. One of these days, afternoon, I'll just go live and just start building. Whoever jumps on and says hello or whatever, it'll be welcome in. Um, so I just got to plan how I want to set up everything so you can see the build and I'll be able to talk to everyone and everything. I know like when I did the smaller sets, my nephew was with me and he held the camera and kind of kept that there, but he was just kind of sitting there holding the camera. But for a bigger build, I'll have to figure out how to set up something and get going. But this one is the architecture of San Francisco. So that pretty neat. I did open it just to see how many bags and everything in it. And the one thing with the architecture stuff, the bricks are a little bit smaller than some of the sets that you do see. So but they're pretty cool. And then another set I got, and it's also architecture. I do have 3 architecture ones, but I didn't bring in the other one. But for me, it's the London one. I actually saw this on sale, marked down, so I decided to get it. Everything's in here and stuff, but it's London. Um, I thought this would be pretty cool. I have been to London before. Unfortunately, the only thing I didn't get to do while I was in London was the London Eye, but I did get to go to the various museums and different places, and Buckingham Palace and that particular park area and everything. But so this will be a kind of a fun build eventually. And like I said, some Saturday or Sunday afternoon, or who knows, maybe if I'm insomnia, I'll just go ahead and set up the camera and start doing it late at night. And whoever's up or whatever wants to join in, just do it there. I saw those at the GA Tech Barnes and Noble. Love architecture. Yeah, they actually have a lot of different new sets. I know the White House was pretty new and everything. And I also have a Paris one. And then I did see that they have a Dubai and not Shanghai, but Tokyo, Japan, I believe. Let me say hello to people that have come in. But welcome in, James Ryan. Welcome in, Daniel of This Infinity. It's Joey's World, Lisa and Joey and Keith. James Ryan. Penguin Master. What in the World with Russ. Rhonda. DWG Rhonda Lee. Welcome in, Will of the Hitchhiking Bones. Welcome in, William of England, Portugal. Welcome in, Garrett and family from Monarch Moments. I do appreciate that you all have stopped in. And just waiting to see if anybody else comes in. But I'm actually not going to build today. I do have some smaller sets that I probably will one of these days. Okay, no problem. But I figure, I know I kind of fall back on this just because, I really didn't know what I was going to be doing, and I wasn't sure if I was going to go live because it just depended on what I had going on when I got off work. But since I didn't have anything, but I'm going to do, it is trivia, of course, but we'll get started here. But it's 21st century trivia. There are a lot of questions that I think a lot of you should be able to answer. I try not to always do trivia because I like to try to do that as a special late night or something like that. But that would be the just so that fell on. At Monarch Moments, a friend of ours told us that you could call Lego and get missing pieces as long as they still had them. Yeah, I had heard that too, Lisa. It's Joey's World, that you possibly could do that. And I know Steve had called a puzzle company one of his puzzle pieces, and they ended up sending him a whole new puzzle for something. I think one of the puzzle pieces either was missing or bent or something weird was wrong with it or it didn't fit. But I did hear that about the Lego, if they still have those pieces left. I know one of the architecture sets I'm looking for, and I kind of look through and scroll online, but since I kind of know the price range is the Las Vegas one, because I believe they did end production on that one. And I also have Steamboat Willie that I need to start building one of these days there. That's been sitting around since I bought it about a year ago. So that's going to be probably one of the first builds there. But we'll go ahead and get started with some questions and trivia. One of the things, like for me right now, I do read up on the Disney news and different things, but it's just kind of hard to keep track of a lot of it and what's going on. and talk to people about it and stuff. But for me to like start, I do have my favorite restaurants and things and food items and rides and that. But it's kind of hard when you haven't visited Disney for over. Of course, I know a lot of people haven't visited Disney over many years, but I haven't visited over in a while to talk about a lot of different things. But I know one of the rides I'm excited to go and see is Ratatouille, and it looks like from what people are talking, it's sounds like it's going to get ready to really open soon from what I've seen and heard. I mean, I know they opened up the one land area, but the actual ride is probably gonna get open here soon. So we'll see. Maybe not in February, but I don't know, if that means soon like that, or maybe with the flower and garden, it'll be up and running, depending on if they decide to do soft openings with different groups. But here we go. First question. On what moon does the movie Avatar take place? On what moon does the movie Avatar take place? And I know a few of you have been here before. The first question, on what moon does the movie Avatar take place? And Will of the Hitchhiking Bones gets it with Pandora. With Pandora. So welcome to the board, Will. And we know Will has been to Pandora before. James Ryan, I'm disappointed. I'm sure you've been to Pandora many of times. Welcome in the Orlando guy. Thank you for joining, Richard. Okay, the next question. It's on music. Marvin Gaye's estate was awarded $7.4 million in damage for what Robin Thicke song? Marvin Gaye's estate was awarded $7.4 million in damages for what Robin Thicke song? I only want 1 point so I can beat Jeff. No, unfortunately, Jeff's probably walking around, and William of England, Portugal gets it with Blurred Lines. So welcome to the board, England, Portugal. Jeff's probably out walking Epcot. And the Orlando guy gets it also with Blurred Lines. Okay, here we go. Next question. The Crown follows the life of what British monarch? The Crown follows the life of what British monarch? Oh, I'm glad you're having fun, William. England, Portugal. And let's see. I will give Daniel Disinfinity a point, and then Will of Hitchhiking Bones, because he said Queen Elizabeth. So this Infinity, welcome to the board. And Will gets a point. So it is Queen Elizabeth. Yeah, I've never seen it either because uh, um, I'm crazy because I don't have Netflix just because I do Disney Plus and stuff. So we're still kind of old school with the cable and different things, but I do have Disney Plus. So, but every once in a while, if I get a chance to do um, like Netflix because of friends or something, but then we watch other things. So I've never really seen it, but I've heard it's pretty good. Okay, here we go. Next question. What team was Shaquille O'Neal playing for when he retired from the NBA? What team was Shaquille O'Neal playing for when he retired from the NBA? And if you guys ever want to watch things on Florida history and the Orlando area history, check out the Orlando guy, his channel, because he has a lot of good history um, and a lot of good sites that he shows around. It is not the Lakers or the Suns or the Rockets, but they're all good guesses. And Monarch Moments comes up with it with the Boston Celtics. He retired in 2011 with the Boston Celtics, and it's Joey's world. So both of you, welcome to the board. It was the Boston Celtics. He did play for the Orlando Magic most of his career, though. But it was the Boston Celtics in 2011. Yeah, it seems like they'll have a good start off career somewhere and then they switch around. Okay, here we go. Next question. In 2003, almost 10% of Americans tried what diet program? His mansion in Orlando just sold finally. I had heard that, Richard. I think Dale was talking about that on his boat ride that he did for his birthday. But that's pretty cool. Dale and them, whatever lake they were on the other day, it was where a lot of famous people lived. Because he showed that, and I believe he said that it just sold. It looked nice, though. It is not the keto diet or Jenny Craig or the Mediterranean diet. There's a funny picture of Shaq where they put pictures of him with various teams next to each other, and it looks like a rainbow. Oh, wow, that would be pretty interesting. Not Nutrisystem, but it was one that he ate a lot of meat, if that gives a clue, I believe. In 2003, almost 10% of Americans tried what diet program? And you ate a lot of meat, stayed away from carbohydrates. It's kind of like the South Beach diet, but it wasn't the South Beach diet. But they're all good guesses. And Garrett of Monarch Moments comes up with it with the Atkins diet. Atkins diet. And Will of Hitchhiking Bones comes in with the Atkins diet also. Good job. Shaq owns the Krispy Kreme and the majority of Papa John's in town. Oh, wow. Wow. Interesting. Okay, here we go. Next question. I'm on the seafood diet. I see food and eat it. That's true for me, in a sense. Well, that's good, Rhonda, that he's doing that. That's pretty cool, helping the area out. Okay, here we go. Next question. What country singer was named the sexiest man alive by People magazine in 2017? What country singer was named the sexiest man alive by People magazine in 2017? James Ryan. I do see one person has the correct answer. Let's see if anybody else. And England, Portugal. So Daniel Disinfinity and William of England, Portugal gets it with Blake Shelton. Blake Shelton. Jeff of This Our Dreams. Garrett, Monarch Moments. James Ryan. We don't know what Garrett looks like, though, so we don't know. They would have just had a paper bag over his head. Okay, here we go. Next question. What sequel to Bridget Jones's Diary was released in 2016? What sequel to Bridget Jones's Diary was released in 2016? Country music, yeah. The Unknown Streamer. I'll see if anybody else gets it. I do see one correct answer. And England, Portugal, William gets it with Bridget Jones's Baby. So congratulations, William. You got it with Bridget Jones's Baby. 50 Shades of Bridget. Those are all good guesses, though. Like Daniel had the Bridget Jones's Journal. Thank you, James. Okay, here we go. Next question. What type of doctor does mobster Tony Soprano visit regularly in The Sopranos? What type of doctor does mobster Tony Soprano visit regularly in The Sopranos? I don't know if anybody's ever seen that before. I know I watched The Sopranos when that was big. And Rhonda Lee and the Orlando guy get it with a psychiatrist. So welcome to the board, Rhonda Lee. With psychiatrists. A lot of people got that one. And the Orlando guy. Welcome in, Surf Bum John. Thank you for joining. And welcome in, Timothy Rainwaters. Sorry if I missed you if you were here earlier. Let everyone say hello, and then we'll go on to the next question. Okay, next question. It's a sports question. What goalkeeper led the U.S. women's soccer team to gold medals at the 2008 and 2012 Summer Olympics? What goalkeeper led the U.S. women's soccer team to gold medals at the 2008 2012 Summer Olympics? She has an interesting name. Thank you, Daniel. Actually, Mia Hamm's a good guess, but it was not Mia Hamm. The tear off my jersey girl, yes. The funny thing is, her last name is Solo. So if you can come up with the first name, you get the point. What goalkeeper led the U.S. women's soccer team to gold medals at the 2008-2012 Summer Olympics? Blank Solo. And It's Joey's World comes up with the answer. Hope Solo. Hope Solo. And yes, she was the one that did rip her shirt off. Okay, here we go. Next question. It's a history question. Osama bin Laden was killed by Navy SEALs while hiding out in a compound in what country? Hope Solo has attitude issues. Yeah, I think she did get into trouble. I think she was the one that also got into trouble later on. Os- Osama bin Laden was killed by Navy SEALs while hiding out in a compound in what country? And It's Joey's World gets it with Pakistan. Pakistan. He went over the border to Pakistan. So It's Joey's World gets the points. I ran, but it was It's Joey's World. Yes, it is one of the stands. Music question. All five members of the boy band One Direction first appeared on what reality TV show? All five members of the boy band One Direction first appeared on what reality TV show? So grab my tea. And England, Portugal, and It's Joey's World got it with the X Factor. It's Joey's World and England, Portugal with the X Factor. And right now, England, Portugal, and It's Joey's World is tied for first place. Welcome in, Mike Wheeler. Thank you for joining. Let's see if anybody can get this one. What? Oops, sorry. Okay. What NBC News program is the world's longest running TV show? What NBC News program is the world's longest running TV show? And it first aired in 1947. Oh, okay, Mike. I just didn't see your name there before, so just wanted to make sure I said hello. I do see one correct answer so far. And the Orlando guy gets it first with Meet the Press. Meet the Press. Way to go, Orlando, the Orlando guy. Good job. It was Meet the Press. All good guesses, though. Okay, movie question. What 2003 animated movie was a box office disaster, losing over $100 million for Dreamworks? Yeah, I was thinking 60 Minutes too, but that was CBS. Not Shark Tale or Water World, but those are good guesses. Probably nobody's probably going to guess this. Oh, I do see one person with the correct answer. And it's Joey's World gets it with Sinbad, Legend of the Seven Seas. Sinbad, Legend of the Seven Seas. Good job. It's Joey's World. Yeah, there was another DreamWorks one I seen, and it wasn't that great either. Yep. Okay, here we go. Next question. Merit Bjorgen is Norway's most successful Olympian, winning 8 gold, 4 silver, and 3 bronze medals. What sport does she compete in? Welcome in, Disney Nerd Herders. Thank you for joining. Merit Bjorgen is Norway's most successful Olympian, winning 8 gold, 4 silver, and 3 bronze medals. What sport does she compete in? And welcome to the board, John Surfbum with cross country skiing. Cross country skiing. So, John, welcome to the board. And I will give Daniel a point also for the skiing, but it was cross country skiing. Good job, Surfbum. And welcome in, Disney Nerd Herders. Don't forget to check out the Disney Nerd Herders at 7 p.m. this evening after the show. Okay, here we go. Next question. What company creates the video game series Assassin's Creed? What company creates the video game series Assassin's Creed? If any of you guys are video gamers, and I do. Go. ColecoVision, no. And Daniel of This Infinity gets it with Ubisoft. So congratulations, Daniel. Good job with Ubisoft. Oh, geez, I only know Pong. ColecoVision, that was a good guess. Microsoft, but it was Ubisoft. Okay, next question. Who suffers from short-term memory loss in the animated movie Finding Nemo? Who suffers from short-term memory loss in the animated movie Finding Nemo? And I just got something in my email too. So Daniel and it's Joey's World gets it with Dory. So Daniel of This Infinity and It's Joey's World gets the correct answer with Dory. Good job. I do like to thank Dean of the Live Place. You can check out his channel, the Live Place. The Live Place. I know he's been going live every Monday and Friday mornings to kind of give you an overview of all the different channels and what may be some upcoming shows. And also, he's also Dreamers Empire sometimes in the chat. So thank you to Dean of the liveplace.com. That's a website where you can find all kinds of different YouTube channels that are family friendly. And if you're looking for something, whether it's traveling by RV or traveling in general or cruising or Disney World or Orlando area content. So check that out. Well, we had a chance there. Okay, here we go. Next question. What boy band was named after the last letters of each of its members' first names? What boy band was named after the last letters of each of its members' first names? Oh, you're welcome, William. And I will give Daniel of This Infinity and Sync, and then the Disney Nerders. So welcome to the board, Disney Nerders. And actually, I did not know that was the initials of their first name. Yes, at 8 p.m. I know D&G Explorers goes live, and then at 9 p.m. Um, Monarch Moments and This and That at 9 p.m. And then I know P. McDevitt, I believe, thought I seen something where he might be going live tonight, and he has the Big Fat Panda on. It's either tonight or tomorrow, I believe. And then I'm not sure if he'll have football streams, but I know Friday night he also has his the chair, the hot seat type of thing. It's hard to remember everybody. Justin isn't an NSYNC name. Nah. Okay, here we go. Next question. After after Conan O'Brien left NBC, what channel aired his new talk show? After Conan O'Brien left NBC, what channel aired his new talk show? And Daniel and John of Surf Bomb get it with TBS. So Daniel and John, welcome. Good job, guys. Right now I have a tie between It's Joey's World and Daniel of This Infinity. But it was TBS. Okay, here we go. Next question. LeBron James joined what NBT? I'm sorry. LeBron James joined what NBA team in 2010? LeBron James joined what NBA team in 2010? And Rhonda Lee and Surf Bomb get it with the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat. So Rhonda and John get it with the Miami Heat. Yeah, he bounced around. He started out with the Cleveland Cavaliers, went to Miami, back to Cleveland, and then he's with the Lakers. Welcome in, Magic for 4. Okay, for all you book readers. In 2012, every employee at Random House received a $5,000 bonus after what novel became hugely popular? In 2012, every employee at Random House received a $5,000 bonus after what novel became hugely popular? Doing pretty good. I hope you're doing well too, Amanda. Not the Cat in the Hat, Daniel. And Rhonda Lee and James Ryan gets the point for 50 Shades of Grey. And welcome to the board, James Ryan. Ready Player One. That's a good guess. A good job there. Stupid book. Okay, here we go. Next question. What movie starring Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt was the 7th highest grossing movie of 2005? Oh, wow. I'll have to just see about that one. Smiths go to Washington. I will give the Disney Nerd Herders for the Smiths. And unfortunately, James Ryan gets the answer with Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Sorry, Joey's World, but it is Mr. and Mrs. Smith. But I will give the Disney Nerd Herders and James Ryan. James is on a roll now. 2 for 2. Oh, yeah, no problem there. And in fact, whenever you did that Smiths Go to Washington, it just reminded me of Stacey Rogers with her Smiths Go to Funko Pop Land or what, her little channel there, Stacey Rogers with the Smiths. I can imagine seeing all the Funko Pops she had if she went to one of those museums. She'd probably go nuts like Garrett does there. Okay, here we go. Whose A Bigger Bang tour was the second highest grossing concert tour of all time? Whose A Bigger Bang tour was the second highest grossing concert tour of all time? And Daniel Disinfinity and James Ryan were the Rolling Stones. For the Rolling Stones. Good job, guys. Okay, here we go. Next question. During the show's first 5 seasons, what South Park character was ritually killed off at the end of most episodes? During the show's first 5 seasons, what South Park character was ritually killed off at the end of most episodes? And it's Joey's World and the Disney Nerd Herders get it with Kenny. So the Disney Nerd Herders and it's Joey's World. Growl, the cursor wouldn't go in chat. You were so close there, Daniel, but it was it's Joey's World and the Disney Nerd Herders. Kenny. Garrett actually knew one, but you weren't fast enough, Garrett. Okay. What American figure skater won her 5th World Figure Skating Championship in 2003? What American figure skater won her 5th World Figure Skating Championship in 2003? And James Ryan gets it with Michelle Kwan. Michelle Kwan. So good job, James. Okay, Mike, yes, that's why well, I was wondering when the big fat panda was on. Was tomorrow. Okay, here we go. Next question. PlayStation 2 was released in 2000. In what country was it introduced some 8 months before the United States? Thank you, Mike. PlayStation 2 was released in 2000. And what country was it introduced some 8 months before the United States? And Disinfinity and Rhonda get it with Japan. So Daniel and Rhonda with Japan. Good job. We'll probably do 2 more cards full of questions, and then I will end the evening. And like I said, the Disney Nerd Herders come on at 7 p.m. Also, P. McDevitt with Disneyland Eric for his creator chat. And then at 8 p.m., D&G Explorers, 9 p.m., Monarch Moments, and this and that. And they all, both channels have their own fun antics. So go check them out. Here we go. Next question. Who plays Code Breaker Alan Turing in The Imitation Game? Who plays codebreaker Alan Turing in The Imitation Game? Welcome in, Jim. More sunshine, please. Thank you for joining. And Jim, more sunshine, please. And William, England, Portugal, 91 gets it with Benedict Cumberbatch. So welcome to the board. More sunshine, please. And good job, England, Portugal. Yeah, I didn't see that movie, but I've seen Benedict Cumberbatch in various movies. Okay, next question. What producer rapper founded the headphone company Beats Electronics? Welcome in, Elena K808. Aloha. What producer rapper founded the headphone company Beats Electronics? And Disinfinity Daniel and Rhonda Lee get it with Dr. Dre. Daniel and Rhonda with Dr. J. Dr. Dre. Sorry. Dr. Dre. Okay. Dr. Beats. Okay. After appearing on ER for 11 seasons, who moved to Africa to practice medicine? After appearing on ER for 11 seasons, who moved to Africa to practice medicine? Wasn't George Clooney, but what was the character's name? But it wasn't George Clooney's character. I love the ER, and this particular character was in it for the long haul. Was not John Stamos. I love it. Dr. Kildare. Dr. Dre, just kidding. It was Dr. John Carter. Dr. John Carter. And It's Joey's World actually got Noah Wiley, who was John Carter. So I will go ahead and give you a point there for that. It's Joey's World. They were looking for John Carter, but I'll go ahead and give that. That's the only guy I remember. Yeah. Anthony Edwards was on there, but then they ended up killing him off. Hello, Noah. Welcome in. Okay, here we go. Next question. Who resigned as CEO of Microsoft in 2000? Who resigned as CEO of Microsoft in 2000? There goes the winner. And Daniel and Rhonda Lee get it with Bill Gates. And I'll give Jim a more sunshine, please. Also a point. So Daniel and Rhonda and Jim a more sunshine, please. But it was Bill Gates. I'm going to do a couple more questions and then we'll go ahead and end the show. Don't forget to head on over to either more try to watch both Pete McDevitt and the Disney Nerd Herders. Who plays Achilles in the war movie Troy? Who plays Achilles in the war movie Troy? And James, Ryan, and William, England, Portugal, get it with Brad Pitt. With Brad Pitt. Way to go. It was Brad Pitt. Hulk Hogan. Let's see if anybody knows this. In 2013, what singer surpassed Justin Bieber as the most followed person on Twitter? In 2013, what singer surpassed Justin Bieber as the most followed person on Twitter? Shep. Yeah, it could have been Shep. Oh, Taylor Swift's a good guess, but it is a female, but not Taylor Swift or Lady Gaga or Selena Gomez. And Noah, welcome to the board with Katy Perry and Rhonda Lee. So Noah and Rhonda Lee with Katy Perry. Two more questions. What did Ellen DeGeneres stop doing at the beginning of each episode of her TV show in 2018? Tiny buns. And it's Joey's World and Rhonda get it with dancing. With dancing. Okay. I actually have a tie, so this is where I'm going to end it, but I do need It's Joey's World and Daniel of This Infinity. They both have 10 points. My second place winner was Rhonda Lee with 7 points. England, Portugal, William had 6 points. James Ryan had 5 points. Disney Nerd Herders, Will of Hitchhiking Bones, the Orlando guy, and Surf Bum all had 3 points. Then Jim, Noah, and Monarch Moments all had 2 points. So we would like to thank the cookies that I just ate. So I just need Daniel and It's Joey's World to determine our winner. So let's see what we got. Okay, let's see if you guys know this. Whose Kiss at the 2003 MTV Video Music Awards made headlines around the world? You're welcome, John. Thank you for joining. This probably wasn't a good question, but I do see that Daniel has two of the three people on there. So Daniel is the winner. It was Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, and Madonna. So congratulations, Daniel. I was gonna pick the sports question, but then Joey definitely probably would have gotten this right. Wide receiver Hines Ward led what team to a Super Bowl championship in 2006? So I don't know if that would have been fair for Daniel or not, but he might have known it too. But I figured Joey would have gotten that one. The Steelers, yes. But congratulations, Daniel, of This Infinity, and congratulations to It's Joey's World on second place. So thank you, everyone, for joining. I hope you had fun. We'll play this again sometime. It's always fun. Just make sure you hit that notification bell. That way you'll know if I go live on a surprise stream. It might be a Lego build, it might be more trivia and other things. So have a great evening, and I will see you all in the chats and let the adventures begin. Have a great night, everyone. I'm glad you had fun, William. Thank you for joining.